Tide aside. So the Cinder Brew build is great, sustained damage against it.
I agree. The Coddle here is going to be a bit annoying to contend with because he's going to effectively heal the Medusa as well. Not heal, that's not really fair, but he gives effective HP, I would say.
Yeah, I could say that.
Well, because, I mean, the issue is eventually Medusa's going to run out of HP, even if she has the mana shield, right?
The Thunderclap level 1. Okay. Less mana efficient than Cinder Brew level 1, but more damage. You can put more pressure. This lane is all about the pressure celebrity. I don't think this is a bad... A lot of people in the chat are saying, oh, easy 2-0 for PuckChamp. I don't think it's that bad a draft.
Yeah, I think this mid lane is going to be the only thing to watch out for. It depends how well Desperate pops off on the Tide here. Especially because, I mean, Laurel's going to have very, very poor early game pushing. No, maybe not that bad. He's still going to have a decent necro timing. I think it's just going to be up to Desperate to see if he wants to, like, contest. What we'll probably see is the Lycan gank this lane, as we tend to see, and look for a tower around 8 to 12 minutes in, and we'll see what Desperate does around then.
I'm also curious as to how well Grimstroke is better, because you pick Grimstroke as your better. And he does have better counters, but he's not like an Oracle. You press R and then, you know, Batrider's done for, right? Much more of a soft counter with like slowing it down, putting the Inkflow on the target to dispel also stick income stacks, potentially using Soulbind to stop the Batrider. I don't know how impactful that's gonna be, right? That depends much more on player execution. It's gonna be... It's tough. It's not as easy as an Oracle, and I think that there's a lot of player skill involved in everything. But we've seen them when they go for these crazy lineups, particularly when they go for lineups that are not vanilla and they're odd, and you go, why'd you draft this, right? That's when they win.
I mean, I'm just kind of... This mid lane's just so easy right now for the Tide, though.
You can't do anything. It's up to the Brew to match the Tide in terms of... They have similar tech. You're a bit faster than Tide usually because Tide is mid. You're going to be around this level. Lycan at least in recovery jungle, which is an advantage.
Yep. And of course, just straight necro. It's what you do on Lycan. It's not, again, not going to be too effective, so he's probably going to use the necro books just to continue farming the jungle. You can see he's like not even showing up to the wave right now. Bottom, they're getting a little bit aggressive. Astral just using the boulder here, looking for the kill on the Bloodseeker. That's the difference between the
Tide mid, right? Batrider in mid, yes, he gives you kill potential. Oh, he has to be so careful with his plays. Tide mid, kicks you out, doesn't care, you know.
Yeah, and it actually brings the pressure a little bit, because Tide can actually push a tower. Batrider cannot. I mean, sorry, Sticky Napalm doesn't work on towers. Neither does Anchor Smash, of course, but you just nuke the waves a lot faster as a Tide.
Yeah, as Batrider, if you sacrifice Firefly, nuke the wave, right? And you're like super weak for the next minute and a half.
Yeah.
And then Tide doesn't really care. He just constantly pops Anchor Smash. Hell, you can even go to the Shard if you really want tower pushing later on, which is not a bad idea this game because you're...
Yeah, true. I actually really like it.
It's a pretty decent Shard. It's just that it doesn't suit offlane Tide's playstyle. Mid-Tide? Sure, yeah, go for it.
I agree, especially because, I mean, the early game tower push has got to come from somewhere, and that would actually help quite a bit. Would, as you can see, I mean, he's just swimming in the CS right now, 26 and 12 compared to the 22 and 0. A lot of these from Laurel, they're going to be from neutral, so they aren't quite as efficient in terms of their XP as well as their the bounties given, just generally. So keep that in mind. So he's going to be struggling just a little bit. We'll pop over to net worth. It's way too early, but just take a look here. How big of a difference that makes, right? You look at the CS difference, and you're like, it's only 7 CS, but no, it's the neutral creeps. They really make a difference, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Those neutrals aren't worth as much as. And yeah, Lycan is not really played to be played from behind either, right? You usually have a really strong laning phase, and the Tide stops that completely. I still think that Lycan is impactful with, like, I think just with an Echo, Lycan might be one of the strongest heroes in the game. I'm shaking my head over here because he's just running at these wolves. He doesn't care. I can still imagine Larl being impactful, but I just don't know in this lane. Desperate's gonna crush him so hard. Yo, he's level 6
compared to level 4. Oh, he's gonna pop the Ravage. He wants this kill. Oh, he might get it. There's no boots. There's no nothing. Can he dive this tier 2 tower? He does have 2 points in the Kraken Shell. These wolves, they don't have cripple. Needs a little bit more. Desperate. Oh, he's not gonna get it. He's not gonna get it. He needed the point in the gush.
Forward, get the shock level 1. There we go. First blood. Why would you do that?
That's a big mistake.
That's a huge blunder. Laurel, I don't know if you got the experience with that kill. Can't really tell.
It doesn't look like it.
Does not. Okay, so that's at least the one saving grace, but giving first blood to Shaman is still decent. go. Inkswell is top Melis.
He's still not safe.
Yeah, he's not going to help Notice too much there, but the more damage you do to Melis, the better Notice is off. Unless you catch him with a Boulder Smash too late on a TP. He was hoping to use the TP after Boulder Smash, but by then it was already too late.
Yeah, rolling Boulder, right?
Yeah, sorry, rolling Boulder.
No, you're good, because he missed the Boulder Smash, which I thought was going to be the difference between him and living and dying, but Astral, nice job there.
I think he just kept running. There's no point in TPing against a Batrider when you have a Grimstroke hitting him and slowing him backlines, right? That's the point of the Grimstroke. You deal damage, you slow Batrider, and you proceed to just murder.
Yep.
Right, and then the Bloodseeker with Thirst just runs away. That's the idea. Sticky Napalm does, of course, reduce that, but I don't think it's that.
All right, Larl, he's hoping for level 6. He's hoping for
Once
Necro
he
Book.
hits 6, though, he can easily roll pretty...
Absolutely. He's going to have Necro Book 1, albeit around the same time. Desperate, he's not going to have Ravage for another 70 after that pretty aggressive play in the mid lane. We'll be able to pick up an Arcane Rune here if he cares about it. He should, yeah. So he's probably going to look to pick that one up. He might choose to rotate, but I think he just wants to apply pressure here in the mid lane. Notice, might take a second death here. It's a very good... Where's he getting this Thirst movement speed from? Sure.
The Grimstroke is going to die, though. The Shackles to counter-initiate here. 112. Can they kill the Earthspring this time? I think it should. Yep. And, okay, notice at least heals up a bit there. I already have the Urn, though, on the Batrider. And Desperate.
Yeah.
He's decided that his objective this game is follow Larl wherever he goes.
Yeah, there's Necro 1 finished, so Larl is going to be at least able to farm a little bit faster now, but Desperate now. He's going to be standing behind the tier 1 tower. Maxed the Anchor Smash already, 2 points in the Kraken Shell. Again, does not yet have the Gush. DSA would be dead if he did have that Gush. So lucky enough. He's actually going to be maxing the Kraken Shell. I like this. He knows that eventually there's going to be a bunch of Necro Book summons coming his way. Oh, he missed the Boulder Smash, actually.
Help him! There's the Shackles, noticed. Unfortunately, a lack of Oracle here is making your lane so difficult. I thought the matchup with Bloodseeker would be easier, but honestly, Batrider is just too impressive. Yep. He's going to get more Force Major as well for free.
He did. Force Major cancels the healing salve out from Astral, and that's allow him to die. Melis probably would have had that kill either way, but yeah, this bot lane is going real well now. And that was going to be the first lasso we saw get used. Top lane, Celebrity getting a little bit annoying here for krylat. We've not looked top lane here too much.
Almost split, but you can't beat the Dude. Rocket Magic.
Yep.
And she's going to go rotate into the top lane.
That's really scary.
Rotate into the top lane though, just to get farm. So that's not ideal. They know Larl's nowhere in the map. They're pinging him actually. You might just see the Dude, so yes, shape.
Yeah,
he's got a bunch of stacks here. He's like, all right, guys.
They've got the wards down, so he's gonna try.
Oh my goodness, this stack city.
You can't take these as a Lycan though.
No,
you can't.
They have 3 stack takers.
Yeah.
You're screwed, dude.
The only one who can take this is realistically the Grimstroke, but not with level 1. Brew's not bad either. They're gonna send Celebrity over. He does have the primal split, but he's gonna be a little bit too late, I think.
Going in, but he doesn't have the Cinder. They're fighting. They want to fight krylat, shapeshift use. I think they can deal with krylat. Chocolate Magic though, plus the magic block. Not going to be enough to deal with this Lycan. Good fight of krylat. No more Stone Gaze here. Ravage comes a bit too late. Plus a good fight fast. Now immediately trying to finish off Astral. Don't dispel that Cyclone. They get in with the Shackles. You need a second Cyclone to control his tide. As Lycan is trying to destroy your backlines. Desperate, surviving this fight nicely.
Notice is trying to farm.
And now you're going to be able to kill him. They're trying to take the stacks off him. There's no more primal split. They stun the Lycan. Larl has the TP here. No way to cancel it though, so Larl will get away just fine. Not the best initiation. I'd say that the Cyclone being dispelled there was a mistake there by the Brewmaster. Just leave the tide up in the air. Ignore him completely. Goal this team. But still a good team for VP. Pretty decent shapeshift usage. This is what your team is made.
Yeah, and I mean, a nice job there, because if they take those stacks, I mean, the early game just about feels impossible here, especially with Midas on the Medusa. Tide now, his farm is going to be slightly hindered by that. He's slightly annoyed now. They did lose a lot of efficiency there, unfortunately, of course, because you have to remember, that's not just time wasted of cores not being, and gold wasted of cores not being able to farm and experience. That's time and XP wasted of your supports who spent the time to stack that. That's I mean, you know, and compare it to maybe ganking a lane, maybe setting up a ward somewhere else.
No, of course.
I mean, that's a lot of space just lost, unfortunately.
And of course, losing Dusa in that also pretty goal loss. Stacks in general for the. I don't love celebrating building.
Oh, Notice got a little bit too close to the tower. He's very likely to die here. As the tier 1 tower alone is going to be able to kill him.
And so the build by the Brew, going for the crit Cinder Brew. Like, it's not common to see this for this plan to go Ags, because with Ags build, try to maximize your. So I'm not really sure why he decided to go for the... This build used to be the build before Brewmaster became relevant again, right? The only build that was ever built in Brew was the crit build, where you try to take advantage of your drunken brawler. And it got buffed, so it's a bit more useful to get nowadays. But the single root just deals so much more damage, and you're much more useful if you're depending on your promo split. This game you are, because otherwise nobody's beating the Tide. Really don't have an answer to the Tide or the Medusa. Brew is kind of both your answers with the Cyclone.
Yep.
Axe is a necessity for sure, but you need to be able to take advantage of the Brute.
Dire's top tower.
That's why I don't love the crit build.
Yeah, server wards are good this game. You don't split shot off on ward units, right? As I recall, like
What?
Tombstone, you don't split shot off of ward units, if I recall, or do you split shot on everything? Like if you...
Oh, and the Medusa. Oh, you don't split shot two ward.
Right. So if your primary, oh, okay, I see.
So
what
if
you
your
mean.
primary target's a ward unit, you do split shot the creeps around it. While the other ward.
I understand.
Yeah, so you don't clear snake. Well, I mean, you clear snakes like before.
Radiant's bottom tower.
This is an
under
equal
attack.
game with Dota. Everyone clears snakes the same way.
Yeah,
Mine is going first item satanic. Yes, yes, please.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Oh my goodness.
That is for a one
have
button
never
full
seen
heal.
this.
I think we have actually. Not,
First item?
yeah. I think we have. I'm trying to remember the game. We using the Royal We, the DPC, as krylat is going to get focused now. Hex Jack is coming in. The Earthshaker is our Spirit. Make that's going to be rotating in. He's going to find one to kick away, but Medusa was ruptured the whole time, so that's an easy kill for Notice. As there's the Primal Split. They're looking to hold down Astral. They hit him with the silence as well. Desperate's here. He's got the Ravage. He's going to use it. He's going to catch two heroes now. Well, maybe 1.5 as he catches a couple of the Brewlies. Nice silence there. The Rolling Boulder as well as the Magnifies on top to secure the kill onto forcemajor. As there's going to be the Soulbind. Melis just running down DSA. Has the lasso. Will he use it? He will. In the meantime, Astral just barely able to escape Celebrity, who's now looking to TP out. They were open and maybe thinking maybe we should have saved that lasso for the Brewmaster, but he'd be able to escape at the end of the day. Another pretty costly kill. They get the Medusa, but at what cost here, Oppo?
Yeah, could you check Larl just first? I know what I'm going to say, but like, item, this ability called Shapeshift, off cooldown. You go, Larl is fighting for their life in the enemy. Can you activate your wolf form, grow some hair, and actually go and help them? My goodness, I cannot believe we saw a whole team fight that lasted that long, and that whole team fight, despite using Primal Split, Larl was nowhere to be seen.
The ones have cripple now, which severely...
Yeah, reduces Desperate's movement speed, a fair amount of crits with Celebrity. See, no shapeshift here. You're waiting for the Coddle now. It's being used. The objective is for the Coddle, I guess. From Shorty using the Tide. They're going for Astral first. Astral will die to the unit. They're trying to save the Brewmaster. Now he's stuck. Tide has no Ravage. And Shackle's barely last on him, but the Rupture will finish him off. And Celebrity is barely surviving this. A dive by PuckChamp might be ill-advised. They're trying to hunt the Batrider down. He's up in the high ground. They see him with Stroke of Fate. Lycan going crazy, smelling him out, trying to get his blood. And it seems like the Bloodseeker will end up collecting this sample as a ghost will guarantee last bit of thirst needed. Bloodright will guarantee the kill here for Notice. And that's yet another win for VP.P.
Yeah.
I mean, they're playing these team fights well, but you're still losing in net worth because Notice is not getting any space to farm.
Yeah, I mean, I half of me wants to say, okay, PuckChamp, this, you're having fun and all, this is okay. Maybe it's time to play a little bit more serious. But then part of me goes, yeah, sure, but the Deuce is just free farming this entire time.
I mean, I think they're fine.
I agree.
I don't think VP is winning this by any means.
No,
That's
not
why
at all.
I'm saying, don't take a team fight when Shapeshift and Necronomicon is not up. And if it is up, use it, right? Like, don't take these half-ass team fights because you're not in a position to be boarded. Lycan is kind of well farmed, so kudos to him. A Bloodseeker is really behind. And the sole reason you pick this hero is to farm. Like, he is such a good farmer with Blood Rage plus Mail. You cannot be out-farmed by the enemy carry, and you can certainly not be out-farmed by the enemy off-lane.
Oh, the enemy mid laner. Well, I guess that's kind of normal for this stage.
Yeah.
That's for it. They're going to go for Celebrity. He's got the Primal Split, but can't use it because he's silenced. Is he going to have to be forced to use it? Another stun incoming. Here comes Melis. He doesn't want to. He doesn't want to.
Okay, you know what? I think this is the right play. It's too valuable to waste it, and you need to use Shapeshift and the Primal Split in combination to really turn this around. So, you know, fair enough. You're the only hero that can deal with Tide and Medusa. You have so much to do, and I think Celebrity's been playing a pretty good game in general, so not much.
Yeah, no, I agree.
He's even pushing out a dead lane there.
Yeah, it just gets caught out farming, and, well, unfortunately, he, like you said, he can't afford to be using that ulti like that. He just has to kind of take his death, take his lumps, and that's that.
Bottom tower is under attack.
BKB queued up here for our Bloodseeker. Pretty standard, like this sort of like try-item build, phase boots or power, you know, choice of boots besides boots of travel into Maelstrom into BKB is just like your standard like I don't know, standard issue sort of core build. You know, you see it on the, really you see it on the Jug as well, right? Who else? You see it on sometimes on Monkey King.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
You're right.
Oh, I love it.
You're right. I know you love the hero. I'm just saying. I think it's standard, and it's standard for a reason because it's good. But I think it's just really standard.
It's good because it's dual fight, or you can farm with this bit. Of course, Astral.
Okay, good. They're gonna get krylat out just in the nick of time.
Well, krylat got himself.
Yes.
Hunting, the wolf is scouting.
The wolf is scouting. Here's Dukalis.
And you're like,
Do they want to fight here? Oh, in the meantime, they fought Astral. He's going to get off the silence,
how
though.
did he get that off?
I do not know. They are going to go for the soulbind now onto two. Boulder is hurl, and it's only going to connect onto the Deuce. However, back onto the back lines is Astral. Get the big old magnetize here onto a couple of heroes. They're going to lift the Tidehunter, but yeah, this fight's not going so well anymore here. Larl getting a quick D-ward on the way out as, ooh, I'm looking for our Earth Brewing, and there he is, now in Panda form. Forcemajor and the supports, I believe they're going to be left behind here, Avo. Nice slow onto two. The Inkswell not going to do much to save their lives. It's the big old Illuminate Blast out from old man Dukalis is going to be able to pick up the kill there onto both support.
Feels like they went from not committing at all to over-committing.
Oh.
That's their plan.
This is going to be a kill.
They have a last one. Some good silence as well. Well, let's see if it is a kill. There are only more. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he just used it, so they know it's left. Celebrity. There's the damage from Bloodseeker. He finally reaches peak. He wants to go for Melis. He has way too much damage. Melis, you cannot combat him anymore. He has to try and turn him around. The turn rate is the biggest issue here for Bloodseeker. He's still really fast against Melis.
Oh.
X comes up. That's a really long range X.
Should be
Blood rate to deter him from going forward. Instead, Melis will just fly over the cliff with his last bit of fire.
Oh, they lost the thirst as well.
Notice, though, is committing to this. They don't see him any longer, which means he can now bait them out. And notice, will not be able to catch up to him.
Nice little usage of the voice lines there. Yeah, nice job. And again, I mean, just recapping the last 1 minute. Once again, they invade the triangle. They're making these correct plays, but PuckChamp, they're just kind of anticipating it. They get Medusa out in time. They turn, and they burn two big ultis, right? Primal Split as well as the Shapeshift. And again, VP.P, they don't get much out. In fact, they lose two supports out of that. It was, they get one back at the end, right? But
they get some farm on Bloodseeker in the end, which is not the worst, right? Your supports are meant to die. You just need to grade.
I agree, but the issue is that, as we've seen before, even though I think actually the Bloodseeker won that matchup versus the Dusa, because it was RDO Dusa with bait, right? Yeah. I think we saw this matchup. The matchup's really bad, though, for Bloodseeker. So,
I think it's his hardest counter.
Yeah, so he is farming.
In the core.
Yes,
department.
he is farming, but also so is the Dusa, and the Dusa's easily out farming him as well. Naturally because of split shot, but of course because of first item Midas. They have caught one though. Oh, they're gonna be looking at the silence. Nice job there. Astral instead, he's gonna be in the middle of this circle course. They're looking to counter initiate. Desperate, he's gonna pop the Ravage. He has it, but noticed a bit too fast. He's out of there already. They did get the kill onto Melis, and in comes krylat as well. Larl, the wolf runs, and he's very fast. I think he's gonna be able to outrun just about everyone here.
Now with Satanic, there's no way to kill it. Alright, they have the shackles ready, no need to use them. Because they know that's person going to dispel them anyway, so you might as well just not waste them. Snakes are really the only way to control them, snakes and cyclone.
Yeah, snakes are really great against
It's
the
the S and C.
Yeah, you're right. You do not split shot off of the ward units.
Well, not two.
So if there was like a creep right here, she would split.
You should be able to. It's like buildings, they work.
Okay.
Or you don't split shot the building. Sorry, you do split shot.
Yeah, because buildings aren't ward units, right?
I'm pretty certain because I've seen him like.
Really?
Sorry. Tombstone hit the tombstone.
Hits the shot primary. Okay, that's what I thought. That's how I thought you had to play that. Yeah, because I don't know. Ward units are really weird. Oh, they caught the Shaman. Speaking of ward units, he's like a living ward when he doesn't have his wards.
Genuinely, I think it's fine for. You just desperately trying to get. Which is recovering decent.
Good look for a kill into Melis. It's not out of it.
That's a good Inkswell target. That's a very good Inkswell. That's bye-bye Melis. That's the power of Lycan. Even if your lane doesn't go too well, you're still good. And Lycan with Bloodseeker, I'm gonna say combo in the lightest sense, but it is a combo in the sense that Lycan bursts someone down super quickly. You give Bloodseeker a punch of thirst, and then you have two race guards just going around the map. Impossible to catch up, right?
It's true.
And they can both outrun Ravage Tentacles.
They can, actually. You know, you're theoretically, I mean, it's easier, right, for the Lycan, obviously, but theoretically noticed. I mean, we saw it before in this fight.
Yeah, it's very easy. I won't say it's that hard, especially with Lycan just murdering a bad right.
Well, it's easy because you just have to run away. The hard part is getting an enemy to be low enough to get the thirst movement speed, right?
Yeah, exactly.
we'll take a look here as we see Desperate pushing the bottom lane. He's going to be going for the Desolator. I love it. He's going for the Tide washing machine to build. He's going to try and hit him with the spin cycle here for Desperate. And really, right now, he's hitting the bottom tier 2 with the spin cycle currently, I think is fair to say. That thing is not going to last a second longer, and it won't. Down it goes. krylat's farm is continuing to increase at a pace that is kind of scary. Going for S and Y, do so the best stats builder in the game. I'd imagine, I think you just want to hold on to this Dragonlance, and then you're going to want to end up going for the Eye of Scotty here eventually. Again, Dusa is simply the best stats builder in the game. She benefits from all three like no other hero in the game does. In fact, usually the best item to give her is going to be the people skip. Going for the AC next on Lycan. He's pretty damn close to it already. And then into the Wolf Bite. So he kind of recognizes that versus the Tidehunter, he's not really had the early game impact that he was hoping to have. As they will be able to find Malice into the trees. They can commit Serpent Wards for this as well. They should have this kill pretty easily though. Especially, yeah, Inkswell stunned to follow up. Malice is dead. Just making sure that they can make any 4v5 fight. You know, it's all about the numbers advantage when you are behind by only 6k. Not the biggest deficit here to be behind, but probably not ideal, as Desperate's going to show off his brand new shiny Desolator, minus armor for 7 seconds, along with the Satanic. Guess the hero, Eastern European Dota edition, guys. You take a screenshot of this, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I say that's a PA. Maybe that's a troll. I don't know. It's just a really weird build, isn't it? But Desperate's making it work, and he's even got himself a Dragon Scale for that extra little damage. So he's going to be hoping for level 25 ASAP. Going for the Gush minus armor. That's going to be a lot of minus armor. That minus 6, minus 7, minus 13, minus another 4. Minus 17 armor is, well, a lot. Gonna smoke up and look for a fight. No Blink Dagger, so this Tide is not playing the initiation game or the counter initiation game, though. It's the one moment of concern I have. They've scouted notice, though. Looks like the team is going to be ramping around and hoping for the kill onto him. He's got a 10-second BKB, so they're going to have to be really quick, as notice, he might know something's up. Hero's missing off the map, as they will scout him farming. The stun is going to miss. Notice looking to turn onto someone, but 10-second BKB for that, you're pretty happy. Notice he kind of has to do that, though, just to make sure he doesn't end up taking a death here, because death at this stage is going to be extremely costly for the side of VP.P. Medusa going into the Butterfly next, so just wanting to go for the evasion and attack speed. Eye of Scotty, though, is always super useful to have here versus the Bloodseeker. For the slow as well as for the lifesteal heal. What's this? Who is this? Celebrity running for his life versus Desperate, getting chunked by all the minus armor they have. My goodness. Is no joke, but he does have himself now the Aghanim Scepter, so this is going to give you a second charge, and it also allows you to manually choose, to manually end the Primal Split and manually choose which hero that you come back to. Normally you always come back to the Earth Bruling or the Fire and then Storm if they're dead, but with this you can manually choose to end it and then bring it back here whenever you. So that gives you a lot of utility on this one. We have a Shaman guard. We do have the Shaman shard as well. So this is going to really help out the Shackles cast range. This is a bug, I imagine, with Aether, and like the cast range has got to be way bigger than this. I don't think that's quite correct. They will drop Serpent Wards in the mid lane, though. That'll force the Fortify out. On the high ground, our PuckChamp here looking to cut a mid wave if they can see it. Desperate in the trees here. And get off a really good Ravage here. In comes Larl. He might just about pop it. They're looking for the quick kill onto Dukalis. That's just about as easy as they come. We also hear a lasso onto the back lines. That's going to be force major, but he's looking to turn now. He's going to tick down, however, to the Firefly. As Malice is going to be hit by the Rupture, but he's safely onto the high ground now. Roll the hurl onto the Earth Spirit, as he says, how can the Earth betray me? krylat in the middle of 4, as there's a lift onto the Tidehunter. He might come down with a big old Ravage here, but he might not get the chance. As there's a Celebrity, has another Primal Split ready to use if he wants to. For now, he's Anna as well, as they've lost 2 heroes already in this engagement. Malice pops his BKB here. There's the Ravage. It'll catch only 1, though, and that's going to be onto Celebrity. That's going to stop his second ulti from coming out, as DSA with the Soulbind will continue to push him away. A long fight, and PuckChamp are going to be able to come out slightly better for it here. Kind of even. They do lose the tier 1 tower.
I'd say slightly better for VP, just because of the situation in the draft right now, right? Because the Brewmaster, I think, is much more than the Batrider was hoping to get in the farm. So I think it's a better trade to bat for Brew. Particularly because Meta was a bit more farmed as well.
Yeah,
But tower also matters a lot.
The issue is they forced out the 10-second BKB for nothing out the Bloodseeker.
That is true. The 10-second BKB is pretty bad. Especially because Bloodseeker kind of relies on longer BKBs. Okay, I don't know if this is a good fight. Larl, please get away. Rolling boulder, Astral.
Oh, they
okay,
missed.
misses both. Really good shackles. That's a good usage of the shard there by forcemajor. It's okay if you die there, honestly. Otherwise, it was Larl or you. But don't continue fighting this, you madmen.
It looks
They
like
have
they
the
want
high
him.
ground.
Celebrity's here. Could go for it here. Again, he does have another primal split ready to use. We don't have another lasso for 30. And for right now, PuckChamp, they seem to just want to try and focus for Roche. Ravage as well used in that engagement.
I love this type skill. Every time you just...
Oh, minus, I think, 14 armor, 15 armor, I think, right now. Oh,
he's
not yet.
He's right click, he died, dude.
He's not yet gotten the talent, but he does have level 3 Ravage at the very least.
I'm hoping to give him all the tokens of experience as the game progresses. They're gonna lose DSA. Not a big deal, though.
Dire's bottom tower
Honestly,
is under
losing
attack.
him, as long as he's protecting Roshan, is pretty decent. You are Radiant. You have a Roshan advantage just by nature of the triangle being next to it, which means that you should be able to take a... As long as you just delay
Dire's
this,
bottom tower
I
has
feel
fallen.
super comfortable taking a Rosh.
They feel comfortable now.
Oh
They
yeah,
show,
because you show the
they show plenty of heroes down bottom, and that's going to then be Roche focused here.
Dire's
Krylat, he's got the full butterfly now completed. Doesn't want to go for Scotty this game.
No, he does not. It seems like, well, I think it's Scotty. He gets a Bloodseeker, I guess it'd still be useful, right?
Yeah.
But I can see the butterfly being much better, particularly against Lycan, who can't get MKB on his unit. He's not gonna get Bloodthorn or anything. And Bloodseeker is a really good MKB carrier, but as we mentioned before, Bloodseeker sucks against Dusa.
Yep.
So your real counter to Dusa is Lycan, but Lycan doesn't want to do that. Lycan, by the way, is going to Mag.
Oh, Astral, they get good vision here on a celebrity. They're going to look for more. As in he goes, immediately gets hexed up. There's Desperate, though, with the Blink Dagger now. He's got Ravage in 5 seconds, but Astral is going to die. Krylat as well here on his first life. He's got the Mana Shield right back on. Dukalis looking to try and stay alive. Desperate now with the Ravage at the ready. As Larl just looking to run, but yeah, Cyclone number 2. And there's Notice looking for a fight. He's going to drop, I believe, the Rupture onto Melis. That'll keep him inside the Blood Right. Ulti gets forced out. That's a Screaming Chicken. Get away from that one. Celebrity, of course, with the Axe, has got a lot of flexibility, so doesn't really care.
The last Cyclone.
Cyclone there, just at the last second. Once again, up into the air goes Desperate. He's going to come back into the Soulbind and the 2-man silence. Melis, the Rupture's ended, though. He's kind of cut it around Notice. He does have his BKB here, 9-second duration, but he's completely out of mana. It's a little bit dicey. We do have this lasso. BKB will get forced. That's just run for his life.
It's actually impressive. I'm not gonna lie though, PuckChamp, really, really good job. But VP.P is playing these teams. They play like these haphazard engagements, taking advantage of the great single target stuns, particularly Shackles and Cyclone. Cyclone not a stun, but you get the point. Sable, right, of some sort. And then you're essentially not letting them have the consistent team want. They've never been able to get like a real Ravage into this kind of combo. Because you've been just destabilizing them the whole. I like the Lycan is not going for the Axe. I think the BK is much more necessary. And Bloodseeker is also going to be thinking Shard and MKB. Perfect. Finally, a game where Bloodseeker is considered a genuine Shard early. You're up against a Tidehunter so strong against. That's a... How much HP does he have right now? Almost 3k, let's say. You're adding a 60 damage hit heal. Single one agree.
Yep, not bad.
That's not bad at all. Pure damage?
Pure damage with the Kraken Shell is pretty tasty, I would say. So forcemajor continuing to just push. He's going to be looking for his Blink Dagger. DSA could be in trouble, but oh, whoa, they jump right in after Desperate. Perfect timing there, right after it procs. Melis was looking for a lasso. Noticed a little bit too far away, though. And Krylat will pop the BKB, forcing out the fortify. Tier 2 in the meantime is going to drop. But PuckChamp here will not give up the siege. Hex from long range out from forcemajor. He's going to have enough money for Blink Dagger. Does need the buyback because they have located one. There's going to be a beautiful Ravage now on top. Krylat, he's going to get off the Stone Gaze. But notice on the BKB, just running for his life. Celebrity gets silenced up, so he cannot look to counter-initiate here. They've only lost the support out for this one. As Astral now will be hit by the Rupture. He's going to roll himself pretty far. That's going to hurt. Onto move speed now, courtesy of Thirst over to Bloodseeker, but he's all the way back in the fountain, and the tier 3 tower will eventually go down.
Racks will start to fall here. They need to protect us somehow. They don't want to lose the middle back this early. I didn't go for the Dusa Celebrity. initiation. They do leave the Tide behind, but the Lycan is crazy. He wants to go for Astral, and he does guarantee that kill. A Cycle control the Lycan, which means Medusa down on mana. There's no Stone Gates available. She's gonna lose her first life.
That's a last will there on the Necrobook.
Well, which is fine, I guess. It's still your Aegis, right? So you might as well do something with your last bits of life. They do murder Melis. Now that we have a basher on the Lycan, pretty useful. Desperate, no Ravage. Oh no, be careful. Those Shackles still pretty powerful. Hex immediately is felt. But the damage of the Bloodseeker is too high. They destroy Desperate.
Satanic? He didn't want to use a Satanic there on the Anchor Smash, which is a bit of a questionable play.
It was a bit difficult because he kept getting stunned and stunned and stunned, right? So I don't know if he had the chance to do Satanic plus Anchor
he
Smash.
got an Anchor Smash off. Items are instant cast. All I'm saying is...
Let me grasp at my straws!
He went first item Satanic, and I've not really seen him use it in a fight to heal himself up.
I have not, but he might not know there's an Anchor. Or it might just
maybe that's the case. Maybe
he actually does.
For my tower.
Heck yeah, Holy Rage, of course.
I'm just doubting myself. Cost mana?
Was it?
Is that...
Nope.
Oh no. Doubting myself, I haven't seen this item competitive in so long. I don't know, dude, okay? You didn't feel like Unholy Raging. He's a...
They got rid of the status resist that you used to have. That's
well,
why
I know that's why it got...
I know, that's why you're probably thinking that it's maybe...
item.
Yeah, more things got changed on it. But no, I mean, it still has the active, you know, 300% lifesteal or some shit is pretty good.
I was just checking, I could have sworn the active used to cost mana. I mean, it's been a couple times.
Maybe it did, I don't know.
I'm sorry, guys, about that. Again,
to be honest, it's never an item I've used to build, so...
I'm just, well, I'm just looking at competitive stats, but like, since I haven't seen this item forever, that's interesting. I'm just trying to justify a Tide's play. I think he was dead anyway, so you might as well
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Don't know, dude. He's a pro player. I'm not risking a tweet from Loda, dude. I'm not.
I mean, you're right. I get it, but I haven't seen him use Satanic.
No, we haven't really seen. I mean, the Tide has been getting crushed by the Lycan in the mid. You know what I really think he should have bought by the...
Yep, I agree.
It's a really cheap item. Anchor Smash is pretty much the source of your damage right now. It adds damage to the Anchor Smash, meaning you can hero creeps what. Shard on Batrider is fine this game, but Shard on Tide genuinely feels like viable because you.
They're gonna smoke up and fight. They've got the Ravage at the ready, but it looks like VP.P are gearing up to just about do the same. Either that or they're just having a meeting with the range or with the neutrals. Larl, he's going to show his wolves in the mid lane. Those are fresh, as they will deny that rune. There's going to be Desperate with the jump in. He's going to catch 4. Melis with the follow-up as well. BKB, there's going to be the last one now onto the Lycan. In the meantime, they've already lost Dukalis as they're going to fight for more. Laurel now down for the count. Make that force major already dead as the Rupture will connect onto the Earth Spirit. He's down for the count, being able to TP out just in the nick of time as the Grimstroke Celebrity may not be as lucky. Going to end that ulti manually. Look to now try and fight in TP, but they've got plenty of damage for it. Melis,
No!
Melis, why were you TPing? Where were you going?
Oh no, he messed up. I mean, he didn't have a way to cancel out TP, but they could have had a bit more damage. They also canceled the second Anchor Smash cast there, which was weird. Okay, they gave Brewmaster a freebie. That was nice for VP. Still though, VP, wrong choice to fight there. Once your Lycan dies, you don't really want to fight anymore.
Oh yeah.
Depending on his damage.
It was a great initiation.
Oh my goodness. Washing machine, hello, unless he dies. No way. No, it's way too much damage for the Tide. He can no longer tank. The second time we see Desperate commit a similar blunder in this exact same position.
He activated Satanic, but then hit the Phantom. You don't lifesteal off the Phantom. That's what really happened. Look, so Satanic on cooldown. He activated.
He was trying to get the Anchor Smash
he wanted. I know he wanted to get the Anchor Smash up, but that Phantom is a hard counter to the Tidehunter.
Does Bloodseeker have Shard already, or is just that?
He does have Shard. No, he doesn't. It's just not even MKB. It's just Mouse. I mean, he just went way too deep there.
I mean, he even got hit by Anchor Smash a little bit. That's pretty impressive that you can still do that much damage. Once you get Shard, bye-bye Tide, dude. There's no way he survived. He went for, I'm assuming MKB first.
The Medusa is still a problem, though, of course.
Well, that's why you buy the MKB.
Yeah, I mean, it is, but...
There we go.
That's,
I don't know, dude. I'm thinking people really underestimate the Bloodseeker late. I mean, the core-to-core is bad for Bloodseeker. Sure. With the Lycan helping you out in terms of the damage, and with you having a really solid, pretty much a tri-core lineup, Bloodseeker does not fall off as hard as you guys think. He's not an early game hero. At least not how you play him in competitive, you know. As a carry, he's much more of like a 20 to 30 minute. That's where your peak first starts, and you kind of stay pretty well off until late.
Void Brewing. Here we go.
Pretty bad, by the way.
Get ready.
But against Dusa, it's justified.
Some more micro, some intense micro here out from Celebrity.
Dude, you have an ability that you can use twice in your premise split. It is not intense micro, right? It's just...
I mean, you got 4 units to micro now.
You just
That's pretty
charge.
difficult.
When he has no ability, just charge at the I think the Void Ruling is fine because for 1400 gold you shouldn't get that something that great, right? And for the Medusa, the Disarm is kind of useful, but the fact that the cooldown is high on the Void Ruling.
Smoke on smoke here. Melis is going to break from lane. He's going to come right in. BKB, he's going to only find one. The Ravage on top, though, is beautiful. Can they going to kill a Celebrity? No, the Andis is going to save his life. And look at Desperate. He's getting chunked. The Abyssal Blade, he's just dead. krylat standing his ground and fighting at the very least. But can they go for more? Larl with spider legs on the wolf is absolutely terrifying. That is the stuff of nightmares.
And Celebrity, he saw the second one split on this bid here. Let's see. He's gonna go in. Shackles, yeah, he'll silence Astral as well. They should be able to get this kill relatively easily. And they want to continue forward. They're going to go for krylat. Now, with a Soulbite into the head, that's part of the combo. They have a Shackles, double Shackles will work. And that is finally the Soulbite combo they were looking for this whole game. Dukalis is a bit too faster than the horse. Even Spider Legs Lycan can't catch up to him, but it's okay because VP.P just took down 4 and are now pushing towers.
That was also Dark Portrait here.
And look at how much push they have, dude. It's absurd. Yeah, Dark Portrait's a big deal on
That is very scary. Yeah, because Dusa right now, she doesn't have a great way of actually killing her own illusion. And that's a serious problem. They don't have buyback. VP.P, this happened to them, didn't it?
Oh, yes it did. Yes it did. They're giving back. This is their own version of karma, but look, it's not going to happen this
No,
time.
I think it will. They know.
Again?
They know there's no buyback, but the Crimson Guard on
It's going to slow up the push a bit.
no, they doubled it up, though. I think they would have lost themselves a bit more time.
None of this seems to matter. Those towers are falling so quickly. Dukalis versus the world. Earthspirit is joined back. We do have a rupture though. If Earthspirit wants to join in, there's a Hex. Shackles, forcemajor, you god! He's stopping the Earthspirit. There's no stuns on Scuttle. No attack takes BKB. They're gonna win this. They're gonna take the Ancient. One single team fight, and you come back into the game right as your heroes are about to fall off. Use the last bit of peak power you had, the last point of